And news just coming in from Ahmedabad in that BMW hit and run case. The quantum of sentencing has just been announced. It's a 5-year sentence for Vismay Shah. Vismay Shah was convicted a few hours ago as being guilty of a culpable homicide not amounting to murder. The Ahmedabad District Court convicted Vismay Shah in the 2013 BMW hit and run case. In February 2013, Vismay Shah, the son of a city-based doctor who was driving a BMW, rammed his car into a motorcycle near Lakh Society in Ahmedabad, killing 2 young men. During the investigation, the police revealed through forensic reports that Vismay Shah was driving the car at a speed of 110 kilometers an hour. Some key witnesses had turned hostile, but the quantum of sentence now being announced. It's a 5-year sentence. The maximum sentence that could have been given for culpable homicide not amounting to murder was 10 years. He's got half of that, 5 years, a 20,000 rupee fine and a 5 lakh compensation to both the families of those killed. So the compensation, the sentence now being announced for Vismay Shah there, who was convicted a short while ago. The Ahmedabad District Court convicting Vismay Shah in a 2013 BMW hit and run case. In February 2013, the son of that city-based doctor, Vismay Shah, was driving a BMW which he rammed his car into a motorcycle near Lakh Society in Ahmedabad, killing 2 young men. During the investigation, the police revealing through forensic reports that Vismay Shah was traveling at a speed of 110 kilometers per hour. Some key witnesses who claimed they saw Vismay Shah run away from the scene later turned hostile in that case, but the judge still finding him guilty, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, and now a 5-year sentence has been handed out, the maximum that he could have got under the clause that he was charged or convicted under, that's culpable homicide not amounting to murder, was 10 years. But he has also been handed out a 25,000 rupee fine and a 5 lakh rupee compensation to the families of those killed. Rohit Bhan is following those developments at court and joins us now live and direct. Rohit, so a half the maximum sentence that Vismay could have got in this case? We're having some trouble communicating there with Rohit Bhan there, just trying to get him up there, but the quantum of sentence now has been pronounced. It's a 5-year sentence for culpable homicide not amounting to murder in the BMW hit and run case of 2013. So it's a 5-year sentence in jail, 25,000 rupee fine and 5 lakh rupees of compensation to families of 2 young men who were killed. Forensic reports that the police presented, that the prosecution presented in court, in fact, were used, which showed that he was traveling in that BMW at a speed of 110 kilometers per hour. Trying to establish contact with Rohit Bhan at the district court again. Rohit, so he's got half of what the maximum he possibly could in this culpable homicide not amounting to murder cases?
That's right, Amitabh. In fact, 10 years is the maximum punishment for culpable homicide not amounting to murder, but 5 years, that's something the Sessions Judge PM Patel has awarded to Vismay Shah. Now, what it effectively means now, he cannot get a bail from the Sessions Courts if he were to apply for one. He will only be entitled if he goes to the higher court. So as of now, he will go to the jail in connection with the killing of 2 boys in 2013 when he rammed his BMW into their 2-wheeler. The 2-year-long hearing has seen a lot of twists and turns. One of the main complainants, Lalit Gupta, a friend of the 2 boys who were killed, he was the main complainant in the case. He turned hostile, in fact, during the course of trial. But his statement under 164 that was recorded in front of the magistrate by the investigators, that has been held valid by the Sessions Judge. In fact, all other evidences, including statement given by witnesses, and also importantly, the forensic the testing which was done on the vehicle established that Vismay was going at a speed of around 120 kilometers in his BMW. Also his past track record. In fact, on that particular day when he had killed 2 youths. In fact, he had also rammed another vehicle before he actually killed those 2 boys. And also in 2011, there was an old case against him of hitting a 2-wheeler driver. So clearly, what the prosecutors had been insisting on, that he has a track record of indulging in such acts, and hence he should be given the punishment, he should be convicted. Now, earlier during the day, the court had upheld those evidences and said that he should be awarded, he is convicted in this BMW hit and run case, but it was a quantum of sentence which was now decided. During the course of hearing on the quantum of the sentence, the public prosecutor had argued that since he's been a habitual offender, he should be given with the maximum punishment of 10 years. But the defense, the lawyers of Vismay, arguing that given that he's young, the age is on his side, and also he's not indulged in any criminal activity in the past, hence the court should be a little lenient. The court has convicted him. 5 years is the time frame he has to spend in the jail. Also, he has to give 5 lakh compensation to the families of the 2 boys who were killed, and also 25,000 as fine. Of the 5 years, now he was in behind prison for almost a year, after which he got a bail. So clearly, he has to spend now several years behind jail in connection with the killing of those 2 boys in 2013.
This cannot be appealed, Rohit?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, he has the courts, because this is a sessions court which has handed over the verdict. It will take a long legal battle now. He'll obviously appeal against the verdict before the higher court, but before that, he will have to appeal for a bail. Perhaps he will apply for a bail in the higher court. Now, since it is a verdict, it's a sentence of more than 3 years, he cannot apply for a bail here at the sessions court. He has to do it. He has to go to the higher court for a bail, and subsequently, even for appealing against this verdict, he has to go to the higher court, which we are being told that obviously he is going to appeal against them. But for the parents of the boys who were killed, some sort of closure that at least there has been a conviction. It was a very high-profile case. The accused in this case was son of a doctor, a prominent doctor in Ahmedabad, a big businessman come doctor. He was also accused of trying to cover up the case, but finally the Sessions Court has handed over the sentence. 5 years is something that he will have to spend behind bars.